Right, so today we're doing Friday the 13th. Before we start, do me a quick favor and hit subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Anyways, Friday the 13th, what in the backwoods decision-making was this whole movie? Like, imagine your kid drowns at a summer camp, and instead of shutting it down forever, people keep reopening it. Oh, some murders happened here. Anyway, you want a s'more or something? So it starts with these camp counselors back in the 50s, singing, vibing, having the time of their lives, and then, hey girl, hey E, it's murder time. The scene literally goes from kumbaya to homicide in like 10 seconds. It's like, we should totally sneak off to kiss. Yeah, and die. For sure, dog. Fast forward a few decades, and apparently the town went, you know what we should do? Open this shit back up. What could go wrong? You find out quickly, every person in this town is allergic to logic. There's a guy called Crazy Ralph who bikes around warning people they're doomed. He pops out of pantries like a ghosted ex. FYI, if a man emerges from your dry goods to say you're cursed, you listen. And then you say, you're drunk, Dad, please go home. Anyway, we meet our main group of counselors, and every single one of them has brain cells on airplane mode. They're all like, let's clean up the camp, while aggressively flirting. One guy's doing target practice with real arrows while people walk by. Yeah, oops, you almost started Act 2 early. Wait your damn turn, man. And then there's this chick Annie. She's all sweet and innocent. She decides to hitchhike to the camp. So she climbs into a stranger's Jeep, and we don't even see the driver's face. Then this Jeep goes full NASCAR, and Annie jumps out into the woods like that's safer. Girl, pick a struggle, serial killer or broken ankle. Last time I jumped from a car like this, I was picking stickers out of my ass for weeks. Meanwhile, the other counselors are doing team building through bad decisions. Kevin Bacon's here, looking like he wandered off the set of Footloose. And honestly, he's the only one I'm emotionally invested in, mostly because I know what's coming. I said what I said, don't come at me. One couple sneaks off to get cozy, and I swear to you, the bed becomes a murder weapon. Like, imagine thinking you're about to have a moment, and instead, an arrow comes up through your neck. The killer said, Cupid, ain't got nothing on me. Then the girlfriend, Marcy, goes to the bathroom to give this random weather monologue about storms and thunder like she's auditioning for meteorology school, and an axe literally says, shut up. Kills her mid-forecast. Meanwhile, Brenda's out there in her nightgown playing Marco Polo with a ghost. She hears voices from the archery range and thinks, let me go check. Why? If I hear help me in a storm, I'm calling Jesus and the cops, in that order. She disappears, obviously, because curiosity kills every cat here. Then we get the reveal that Bill, Sweet Bill, who was keeping the generator running, gets nailed to a door, like literally. The killer took camp crafts way too seriously. And then there's Alice, my queen. The only one with basic instincts. She locks herself inside a cabin using a broom and a chair like that's gonna hold back destiny. Then suddenly Brenda gets thrown through the window. Like full send. This killer's going full Ms. Trunchbull. Alice screams like a real person would. Just full volume, no dignity. And honestly, I respect that. So then there's headlights and it's like, yay, I'm saved. Nope. It's a grandma. This old bitch pulls up like she's gonna actually help. And for 0.2 seconds, I believe her. And then she's like, I used to work here. My son drowned. His name was Jason, cue the violins, because here comes Pamela Voorhees, the original Mommy Issues cinematic universe. Now this lady is like talking to herself, mimicking Jason's voice. Kill her, mommy. And I'm sitting there like, ma'am, I have a great therapist I can throw your way. What follows is the funniest fight scene ever filmed. I can't talk about it anymore, because everyone knows the first rule of Fight Club. Anyways, at one point Alice runs into a shed, locks the door, and Pamela just Kool-Aid Mans through it.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Then we reach the grand finale. Finally, I'm exhausted. Alice is like, I'm done. She swings a machete and decapitates Pamela in one clean hit. Head goes flying, sweater still tucked. So Alice gets in a canoe, just drifting peacefully across the lake. The music gets soft, sun rises. She's like, oh my God, I made it. And then, bam, Jason explodes out of the water like a soggy jump scare. yeets her, and then she wakes up in a hospital, and the cops are like, "We didn't find any boy." And Alice just stares at them like, "Cool. Guess I'm never sleeping again." The whole movie is proof that if you ignore enough warning signs, you earn a machete to the face. And Pamela Voorhees? Slay, you psychotic, full sweater while monologuing, homicidal queen. So what have we learned? Nothing. Go jump in a lake, risk it, who cares? That's Friday the 13th. Hit subscribe to help me pay my bills and shit. It takes like 2 seconds. And if you don't comment what movie I do next, I'm doing that new Weapons movie. So grow up and comment.